Hello, we are Emotion Creations.
And we want to introduce you to our project Dungeon Classics.
The adventure begins.
When we were thinking about how to continue our ideas of creating miniatures, most of us started in the world of fantasy with Hero Quest heroes, or watching TV shows like Dungeons and Dragons, or playing role-play games. And we decided to create a line focused on this kind of heroes, these heroes of our childhood. So our first idea, obviously, was to create this barbarian, this dwarf, this elf, or whatever other character that we represent in our games, or in our childhood plays in the park with our friends or whatever, and to bring them to something very physical, like these 75mm miniatures. And many of you, we started painting miniatures 30 years ago, and now we have grown and we are adult people with families and even with childs. And we are in a stage of our lives where we want to continue painting, but sometimes we want to paint our old heroes of the childhood. But the new generations of painters that start today, maybe through the war games like Warhammer or any other brands, need something to jump to another scale of painting miniatures. And with these two ideas, we create the Dungeon Classics. Allow the people to start painting more complex figures, bigger figures of another scales, and in this case 75mm scale, allowing them to paint in an easy way. But if you are an experienced painter like me or many others, you can make a super complex work in the figure, making freehands, making OSL or detailing till the point you want, because we offer you a free canvas, an open canvas in every miniature.
In this case, we've been working together, David and me, especially because of the design, because he's a teacher and also an amazing painter. And he has been teaching me a lot about how to design a new figure, with also all the specific areas that are really good for painters. Working together, we've been able to create the perfect figures for painters at any levels. As you can see, these figures are not amazingly detailed, and the reason is we wanted to create some line that any painter can approach in any kind of level. So you can approach them as a beginner or also as a pro artist. You can see a difference between these miniatures and other kind of miniatures I've designed before for other brands. Even when these figures looks really simple, I want to say that the process was really complex, because all of our efforts were aiming to be perfect for you. I hope you enjoy them, I hope you like them as much as we do, and of course you never leave your figures unpainted. We want to see all of your versions, that's the most important thing for us, and of course that you enjoy every minute.
I have been painting since I was 8 years old, but as a professional painter the last 5 years. When designing these miniatures together with Victor Aguilar, I find that I can solve some of the problems that I find in other brands. When I'm painting something, sometimes I find that the sculptor has made a work, a beautiful work maybe, but is focused on show us his qualities. But working with Victor, I can focus in creating a miniature that boosts the possibilities to paint the figure, making it easier if you are a rookie, but making it full of possibilities if you are a professional or you are a top-level painter. I have been teaching in Patreon for the last 2 years with Alfonso Giraldes, Banksy, in Miniature Art Academy, and in my experience I find that most of the people has a standard level of painting, so when creating the figure I want to give them the opportunity to improve their skills through a miniature that is an easygoing in the miniature experience. Because of that, the miniature is adapt. When I designed it with Victor, we talked for hours to adapt the figure to any tool like RUIZ or brush or any technique like stippling or glazing or whatever. Everything that you want to make or to try in a miniature is perfect to try in our miniatures from Jumbion Classics. No matter if you want to paint the figures in a comic style or maybe you are a super fan of the smoothness, it doesn't matter. The miniatures are focused on this. You can paint them in a comic style like I did in the box art, or you can paint them in a more polished or smooth style like Mark did in his box art or Rodrigo Acore. Those figures are for you and your enjoyment.
We released our first range of historical miniatures, Ancient Duel, in our website, motioncreation.com, and now we have decided for Dungeon Classic to do it in Kickstarter, because we want to achieve a bigger project and allow all the users to have the possibility to unlock a lot of extra pieces, tutorials, and a lot of more things that we want to show you. We want your support for helping us to produce all these miniatures and also packaging and promotion. And we want, with the funds, to produce a lot of exclusive content for our users and also big surprises that you will see during the campaign. We have developed a lot of surprises for you, for our backers, and we will make a lot of raffles, streamings, and extra content to see in our social networks. Please follow us and share and spread the love.
We have planned a lot of stretch goals for your enjoyment in the Kickstarter campaign, like a lot of extra pieces for every one of the heroes. Many of them has maybe 12 or 15 different possibilities combining the different pieces of each one. And also you will enjoy PDF tutorials with Marmas Clans or Rodrigo Acore, videos with David Arroba or Alfonso Giraldes. The 4 characters could be fit together, but we wanted to go further and create a roof to simulate the cave, the pit, which is focus our history of the 4 heroes, and to show you all the possibilities to represent the history behind our characters. And we will have also many other surprises that we will unlock during the Kickstarter, and many of these surprises are tiny surprises.
Hi everyone, I'm Victor Aguilar and I'm the head of sculptors here in Emotion Creation. I've been working as a professional sculptor in the miniature industry for more than 6 years now, and I wanted you to introduce a little bit my experience here. As a sculptor, I'm always looking for the best motion in miniatures, for the best acting, for best composition, and also the best way for you painters to paint that figure. During these years, I've been learning from the best, and I've also been working for the best brands. Now I want to keep all of that experience to create amazing figures for you. I always loved sculpture, but when I met ZBrush, that was a crush for me. Working in digital has allowed us to create the perfect fitting for all of the parts, the extra parts you are going to have in the Kickstarter. Some of them are going to be exclusive for you, and all of them are going to be exchangeable. You can assemble them whatever you want. You can change one feet for another in the same hand, for example, same right hand or left hand or head, and also with some of other exclusive parts. So I hope you really enjoy this.
Hello, I'm Carlos Ruiz. I'm the Marketing and Sales Manager for Emotion Creation. I work for the last 10 years in digital marketing for big companies as Groupon, Spanish Football League, La Liga, and also International Olympic Committee. And I'm a hobby painter for the last 20 years. And I love this hobby. I play all the war games in the market. I'm a huge fan of all the brands. And I want to transform this passion into real work. And I want, as a customer, to provide you my feedback and also my best approach to deliver you the best miniatures.
Hi everyone, I'm David, aka Basilisk, and I'm the head of painter of Emotion Creation and also the art director together with Victor Aguilar. I have been painting the last 20 years as a hobby and in the last years as a professional. In my painter experience, I find that most of the times one of the biggest problems when painting figures is that provokes in some way a frustration in the painter. That's the reason because when designing a figure I want to create something that focus in making his experience of painting a figure something enjoyable and something that can be positive in his own life and his own hobby. I have been awarded in many contests around the world like Monte San Sabino or Golden Demon, and I have been teaching for years in many cities, in Spain or in USA. With this project, I want to bring you the opportunity to enjoy again a hobby that most of the times can be frustrating, and this is something that I have been seeing in all my classes, and motivate you to improve yourself till the point you want to reach.